A shocking announcement tour, rather, a crazy Gambelese rocking the world of Formula One to its very core. We are talking about Fred Vasseur's desperate move involving the legendary team Ferrari. In the midst of a tumultuous 2025 season, he has ordered an instant revolution with a massive upgrade at the brutal Spa circuit, notorious for its unpredictable weather. If this pays off, it's not just news. It's an earthquake that will change Ferrari's destiny forever. But if it fails, disaster awaits. Fred Vasseur, the name has become synonymous with the promise of change at Maranello. Taking the helm at Ferrari ahead of the 2023 season, Vasseur arrived with a pledge of rationality, modernization, and a break with the cyclical crises that have haunted this iconic team for decades. While Ferrari did show flashes of brilliance in 2024, including a sensational 1-2 finish in Australia and victories in Monaco, Italy, the US, and Mexico City, ending the year as Constructors' Championship runner-up. The 2025 campaign has been a difficult start. Despite currently holding second place in the Constructors' Championship, Ferrari finds itself far from challenging McLaren's dominance and under immense pressure from a resurgent Mercedes and a determined Red Bull. This is a starcade mission. For a team of Ferrari's stature, that even second place isn't enough to meet their championship aspirations. The pressure is on Vasseur to break this cycle. The root of Ferrari's 2025 woes, a critical flaw plaguing the SF25, is a persistent struggle with poor vehicle ride height management and rear suspension stiffness. This isn't just a performance hindrance. It's a regulatory minefield that has led to embarrassing disqualifications for top drivers like Lewis Hamilton and Nico Hülkenberg early this season due to excessive plank wear. This implies the car was running lower than permitted, potentially gaining an unfair aerodynamic advantage. The genesis of this problem, a dynamic instability at the rear axle, particularly under high fuel loads, this isn't a minor setup issue. It's a deeply rooted design challenge, according to motorsport.com. A design choice to move the cockpit position rearward has sacrificed space for the pull rod rear suspension, impacting damper control. To avoid further disqualifications, Ferrari has been forced to raise static vehicle ride height, which directly adversely impacts aerodynamic performance, reducing downforce and increasing drag. This is a fundamental compromise between legality and outright speed. A fatal dilemma Vasseur must solve. Under Vasseur's leadership, Ferrari is bringing a huge rear suspension upgrade to the Belgian Grand Prix, touted as a game-changer. This isn't just a visual tweak. It involves internal bits, like the gearbox, and has undergone around 4 months of troubleshooting. Its primary goal, to improve the rear's resistance to truly squatting and thinning out the plank more and more throughout a race. The aim is to enhance vehicle ride height control, stabilize the aerodynamic platform, and ultimately unlock more consistent and higher overall performance. Hopes are sky-high. Initial testing at Mugello showed positive correlation between the test bench and circuit running, with hopes of gaining around 1/10 of raw performance, potentially escalating to 2 to 3/10 if it truly delivers as expected. Even a 1 mm reduction in ride height, consistently achieved, could yield up to 0.5 per lap. These are huge numbers in F1, highlighting the potential reward if this fundamental fix proves successful. But here's the huge catch. The Belgian Grand Prix is a sprint weekend. That means teams get just one free practice session, FP1 on Friday, before park firm rules apply. Locking in car setups, this drastically limits the time to dial in a major new upgrade. Fred Vasseur knows the risk of virtual numbers from simulation, not translating to real-world benefit, is greatly amplified. A suboptimal setup choice in FP1 could compromise their entire weekend, and that failure would rest squarely on his shoulders. And then there's Spa, a circuit revered as iconic, yet also its most brutal and infamous for its unpredictable microclimate. The weather forecast for the 2025 Belgian Grand Prix predicts chaotic, mixed weather conditions, with a high chance of rain on race day. This creates a park-firm paradox for Vasseur. Teams must optimize for dry qualifying, but then cannot significantly alter for a potentially soaking wet race. This forces a fundamental compromise that could sacrifice race pace for qualifying, or vice versa, a shift in wind direction. Specifically, a direct crosswind from right to left at Eau Rouge-Redillon on Sunday adds a subtle yet significant layer of aerodynamic instability. This could unsettle the car, especially with a new, unproven upgrade. Wet conditions transform Formula One into a circus act, where milliseconds determine winners and losers. Wrong tire calls at the crossover point can completely turn the competition on its head. Herein lies the fatal contradiction for Vettel's strategy. The new suspension aims for lower ride height and greater ground effect, but wet conditions demand increased ride height to prevent aquaplaning and bottoming out. This directly counters the upgrade's primary objective, forcing setup compromises that could destroy the car's balance. The unpredictable weather at Spa is the most significant uncertainty, turning the race into a high-risk lottery where their technical gamble could become irrelevant. So, here's the burning question on every Tifosi and F1 fan's mind. What if this game-changing suspension, meticulously designed for optimal dry performance, is rendered ineffective or even detrimental by Spa's relentless rain? Could Ferrari's desperate gamble spectacularly backfire, leading to another disqualification or a humiliating performance, further deepening the Scuderia's cyclical crisis? Or could the chaotic conditions, combined with the new upgrade, finally unleash the SF25's hidden potential, allowing rainmasters like Charles Leclerc or Lewis Hamilton to pull off legendary drives, salvaging Vasseur's season? Can they turn this chaos into triumph, proving that driver talent is the ultimate trump card? Could this Belgian Grand Prix weekend be the defining moment for Vasseur's tenure, a turning point that propels Ferrari back into championship contention and validates his vision? Or mark the beginning of another downfall for the Scuderia, proving that some historical patterns are simply too entrenched to break? After all the struggles, the disqualifications, and the relentless pressure, do you believe Ferrari's new rear suspension, debuting amidst the chaos of Spa, will be their salvation or their ultimate downfall? Let us know in the comments below. Your insights could be key. In a race where the weather could be the true competitor, which driver on the grid right now do you think has the mental fortitude and wet weather prowess to conquer the Ardennes and emerge victorious, regardless of their car's upgrades? Could this weekend be the moment the 2025 championship narrative takes an unexpected turn, shifting the balance of power in Formula One? And what could this mean for Ferrari's long-term future under Fred Vasseur's command? Don't miss a single moment of the action. Tell us your predictions in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for real-time updates, in-depth analysis, and all the drama from the world of Formula One. Thank you for watching until the end. We hope the information shared has added to your insights and built up your excitement for the next race. See you in the next video, and keep supporting your favorite team on the track.